Okay, so I was at the library and I saw an all too common situation that a parent has with their child when in public spaces. A little girl, maybe 3 years old, was spinning around and twirling while her mom was renewing their library books. So the mom said, "You are in the path. If you don't listen, then we're leaving the library." And boom, that's a threat. Now here's the problem when you lead with a threat. You actually end up backing yourself into a corner and you give yourself very limited options for how to get out of this situation. You have pulled a parenting tool that is at the end of the rope. You really don't have a whole lot of options once you've pulled that. So at this point, the mom has two options. First, you hold firm and literally leave the library the next time that child spins, which is rather unfair. She's 3, she has room, she has a body, she has energy, so it's a little unfair and it doesn't actually teach her anything about her body to just leave the library. The second option is to keep repeating the threat in hopes that they will believe you and listen to you, and you won't follow through, which means that you're teaching your child that your voice and what you say doesn't actually matter. So neither of these options meet the child with curiosity. Neither of these options teach the missing skill that the child needs in public spaces. And that skill is how to move out of the way, how to be courteous and considerate of other people in public spaces. And finally, neither option shows flexible leadership. Those commands, demands, threats, they are coming out of embarrassment from other people looking at your child spinning in the library, and control because you want your child to feel a certain way because of what you said and you want to be listened to. The tricky thing about threats is that they look like discipline, but they actually work against you. The kid doesn't learn how to succeed. They just learn that mom's mad and I'm bad for twirling and now we're leaving and this is really unfair. So what do you do instead? So the first thing is to get curious, and that might sound like this. You're twirling. Do you notice those people trying to walk past? Let's find a spot over on the side where you can twirl and mommy can still check out. Next thing you do is teach the missing skill. In the library, we stand to the side so that others can get by. And finally, you lead with connection and boundaries. I'll wait for you to scoot over before I check out these books. So this way, that little 3-year-old is going to learn exactly what's expected. She's going to stay connected to her mom because her mom gets her, right? Her mom is understanding her. And the mom is building the skills that they're going to need the next time, and there's no threats required. And you don't have to leave the library, because while that is a viable option sometimes, it is often impossible, inconvenient, or just not an option for a parent to just up and leave a place that they have to run an errand at. Follow along if you want to cut bribes, threats, yelling, and punishment out of your parenting.